For more, let's go to Washington. Our correspondent Kethevane Gorjestani is there. Kethevane, what can we expect then from this vote?
Well, first of all, this vote is going to be extremely important because, as you said, Kevin McCarthy looks like he possibly may not have the votes. And you have to know that nothing happens in Congress until a speaker is elected. So it could bring everything in the House to a standstill. Second of all, this vote is going to be a close one. What does someone need to be elected Speaker of the House, whether it's Kevin McCarthy or anybody else? They need a majority of the members voting in the House. So if the full House shows up and votes, that means that person will need 218 votes. The Republicans right now have 222 seats. The math is easy. That means that Kevin McCarthy or another candidate can afford to lose just 4 votes from within their own party. That said, there could be a little trick, meaning that if 1, 2, 10 members decide to, for example, abstain and not vote, then that majority would be much lower, and that could possibly do the trick. And now, usually, we're seeing these votes over the past few years, these votes going pretty straightforward. The speaker and the leader of the majority comes in knowing full well that their party is already in line and going to vote for them. But it has happened in the past that there has been what is called a floor fight, but you have to go back exactly 100 years in 1923 to see something like that happen. Back then, there were 9 rounds of voting before someone was elected speaker, and this could possibly happen with Kevin McCarthy because right now it looks like he is missing at least a handful of votes, if not more. How long that fight will go on is really what is at stake today.
And Kethevane, just give us a sense of why McCarthy is facing such a challenge from within his own party.
Well, one simple reason is that he's really not someone that a lot of people in the Republican like that much. He has been the leader of the Republican minority, but he's not someone that has this sort of blanket authority over his party the way Nancy Pelosi had for the Democrats, even when they were in the minority. He has been trying over the past years to sort of get everybody on board because just like the Democrats, the Republicans are a big tent. They're the so-called moderates, the traditional Republicans, and there's an increasingly a big right-wing side of the party, the more Trumpist side of the party. And he has been working very hard to get those Trumpier members on board to try to give them concessions. And right now it seems that he hasn't been able to really get all of them on board because there are a few holdouts, 5 of them saying that they will never vote for Kevin McCarthy, and another 9 or so saying that they're not fully confident about his leadership skills, about where he's going to take the Republican Party. And so you're seeing those divisions within the Republican Party, possibly threatening Kevin McCarthy's leadership. And so he's been negotiating until the final hour, just this morning still, with a meeting with all these members of the Republican Party, trying to give some concessions to the moderates, to the right wing, trying to get everybody on board. Right now, publicly at least, it looks like he doesn't have the votes, but he's saying that he will hold out and he will go through as many rounds of voting as needed. The right wing of the party is also saying that they are not going to back down. So it's sort of a game of chicken. Who is going to blink first, or will there be a last-minute deal to get him elected?
Could be a chaotic couple of weeks for now, though. Kethevane, thanks very much indeed. Kethevane Gorjestani for us there in Washington.